10:43 a.m.
Mom. 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 Mom, where are you? I'm not here. I called your name 4 times. What? What are you doing? Well, I'm saving the chicken. I did it already. There's gallons of water dripping there. They leave it empty. I emptied. They don't even go in there. Cindy, look, just go more. No, I'm not. Go in the house and go relax. I took care of it. You pick up the eggs and everything? No, I did not pick up the eggs. I really didn't want the eggs. You want to pick up the eggs? Pick up the eggs. You see any? Those chickens are locked up. I don't know if they have food or not. They have food. I fed them. We did it yesterday too. And you checked the fish over there. I didn't think they laid eggs. I thought they were babies. I need to feed the dog something. I already did. You fed the dog when you got here. Mother, you just fed the dog. I didn't feed him anything but put some dog food up there. I didn't put nothing else. Yes, you did. I did it and you did it. Look, just leave me in here. Just leave me. No, I'm not. Well, stop fussing at me. I got things to do. I've only been here about 10, 15 minutes. We've been here an hour. No, I have not. Yes, you have. No, I have not. And you fed the dog, tried to feed the dogs twice. I fed the dog. I watered the dog. And then you're trying to do it.
It's actually been about 15 minutes that my mom has been. So my mom's more aware than Cindy is of time. So.
And you're forgetting what you did 10 minutes ago. I didn't know this thing was open. That's not good. I don't know where the food container is for these dogs. Mother, we fed the dog. You did and I did. Yeah. That thing over there was running over. All the water was spilled out. I emptied it. And what was running over? What are you even talking about? There's a pot right over there. Where that air conditioner is down in that pot. So I emptied it. For what? Why? Because it's running over all over the slab. That's her food. It's running all over the slab and everything. Look underneath there how wet. So I have an air conditioner that runs me along. I have an air conditioner that runs on my back.
All right. So my mom's absolutely accurate. You can't let the water overflow and water all over the cement because you get mosquitoes. That'll eat the dogs up. My dogs were ate up by mosquitoes in 11 days. Had to take them to the doctor. They were ate up by fleas. I don't even know how they got fleas because they were on flea medication. I have no clue how they got fleas. There were no fleas on the dogs when I left. All of a sudden, I mean, infested with fleas. So that water, when it sits on that slab, the mosquitoes swarm to it. You cannot let, when I came home, there was water everywhere. The first thing I had to do was clean it up, take the blower, dry it up, empty the bucket. And you can't leave water just dripping. I mean, even if you do half of the bucket, halfway empty it, but it's a bucket that drips from the air conditioner. Plus, they didn't really need that air conditioner on. The back air conditioner was good enough to know the dogs are smart enough to go to the back. There's an air conditioner way in the back of the camper, and it stays nice and cool back there. So they didn't really even need that air conditioner on in the front.
And it runs over. Stop using God's name in vain. Sorry. But leave me alone. My back porch does the same thing. You didn't empty mine. Same thing has happened to my back porch. I have it all over the back porch. You stay on the back porch for 2 hours yesterday.
What is this? Some type of psychological warfare to my mother? I mean, you didn't do it for me, but you're doing it for him. I mean, this is how psychotic Cindy is. This is crazy. She deliberately lied to the police, lied to the coroner. Then she tells my mom she doesn't know who put me in there or why why she's being investigated, which is a lie. 100%. It's Cindy's fault. She's the one that called the police and the coroner's office. Okay. So, and then they did the exact same thing to my dad. I mean, identical. Lied to my dad, took him out of the house, sabotaged the house deliberately. But there's nothing wrong with my mother's home. It's got running water and it's got central air conditioner and a room air conditioner. I mean, I put a room air conditioner in there so you don't have to run the central air conditioner all the time. You wouldn't believe how well insulated this house is of my mother's. It's got high ceilings. You can run like a little 5,000 BTU unit in the bedroom and you walk in and the house is still like 78, 79 degrees. It's unbelievable how well insulated that house is. So I would come in the morning if it was a little hot, turn the central air conditioner on. And by the way, Cindy knows that the central air conditioner works. I actually have video and film of Cindy coming to the house, tampering with the milk and all the food of mom's. She would empty milk and put it in another carton. So I would just throw the freaking milk away. I don't know why she would. Well, I do know why she's doing that. Same reason they did it to my dad. But then she would crank the air conditioner down in the 60s and freeze my mom out. And then when she would leave, I would have to go. Mom would say, I'm freezing, fix the air conditioner. I'd fix it for her. So she knows the central air conditioner works. She's lying.
And it leaks out and it leaks. I have a bucket and it overflows and it leaks. I mean, it's no big deal. It's just concrete. Who cares?
You do care. Who wants wet concrete? It's dangerous. You can slip and fall. Mosquitoes love it. They lay their eggs in it. You can't just let water run on the concrete. Okay, that's why there's a bucket there. Same thing with the driveway. I fixed the driveway and she's like, oh, just leave the hole in the driveway. That hole's been there 30 years. The house hasn't even been here but 24 years, Cindy. Okay, so the hole is there because you keep running through the hole. I had it filled in, and then, boy, they threw a fit. They wanted the hole in the driveway. They want holes in the yard. They want the place look like it's uninhabitable so that they can siege my house, mom's house, all our assets. And then you'll listen to my sister Cindy saying that the state is trying to take everything. State doesn't take your house, my house. Listen to her.
I mean, you said you wanted to come here because you wanted to be here and you wanted to relax. So go in your house and go relax. I will. But if I already did it and you already did it and you're doing it again, then the chickens are gonna get sick because they get overfed. I fed them.
Chickens don't get sick when they're overfed. All three of the coops have a feeder. Okay, automatic feeders. You can fill it up and they can actually eat off of it for like 4 and 5 days, actually. So the chickens eat as they go. Everybody that takes care of chickens, raise your hand, okay? Okay, when you go to the feed store and you buy a feeder, the reason why you have the feeder is to fill it up to where you don't have to feed them like every day. Okay. So, but I don't do that. I feed them on a daily basis. I don't fill up their bin because sometimes you get rats and things like that. So I do it on a daily basis. But when you're in a situation like this, the thing has automatic feeders. Fill them up. That's what you want to do. My mom's very accurate. Cindy's wrong again. If she can't take care of animals, she can't take care of the property, wants water to be run all over the cement so the dogs get eat up by mosquitoes, which they did, and fleas, by the way, and doesn't care about the water all underneath the camper, then how can she take care of my mom?
Here, and you fed them there. There's about 8 chickens or 9 chickens. There used to be like 12, but I only see about 7. Well, you got the gate open right now, so I mean, even the
Okay, so she's right. 2 of my chickens were missing on the 11 days that I was gone. So
thing come out. I don't even know where he is. Mom. I think she's in there, but she won't get out. She got out. Where is she? She was sitting right there a while ago. She just went back in because it's too hot out here. So she's in there in the air conditioner.
that's probably the only thing Cindy's been accurate about. Because the dogs do go in and out as they want. And there's air conditioner in the back bedroom.
No, I can't leave you here. Go in your house and go relax.
Can you leave me here and then come back and get me? No. Why? She just wants to piddle around and clean up and make sure everything's okay at my camper while I'm gone. See, she wants to be with me. She wants to be in her home.
I'm in there. I'm trying to get somebody because I need to wash the dishes and stuff like that. I don't know how to turn the water on. I was going to take. I don't know how to.
I've showed Cindy how to turn the water on. Oh my God, it's so easy. It's just a lever right on the outside of the faucet underneath the kitchen window. She knows how to turn the water on. That's another lie.
I was going to text Paulette or Philip or Susan or Nathan to them to come over and show me so I can wash the dishes and stuff. I want you to go sit in your room in the rocking chair and watch TV and relax in your room. The dogs have been fed and watered. The chickens have been fed and watered.
I don't understand why she needs to wash dishes because every time I cook for Mom, I only took care of Mom for about 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, Cindy. And we washed the dishes as soon as we finished eating. So there was never any dishes in the sink. I don't understand what she's talking about.
I didn't get the chickens now. I just dumped it all, but it was full. I don't know where that water container is. The chickens know how to get water. Where? Anyway, there's water there. The dogs take water right there. Why are you so adamant about me doing something? What do you mean adamant? You're doing the same thing we already did. I'm just helping you.
Why are you so adamant about me doing something? And she starts screaming at her. This girl abused her husband, Murray. My father couldn't even stand to be around her. She abused her husband. She abused Thomas. She abuses me. She abuses her kids. She abuses her mother. She's the most abusive person I've ever met. She's the last person that should be taking care of my mother. I'd rather Patty take care of her. I want to take care of her. She wants to be with me. So, and she wants to be in her home.
Okay, I was going to stay here. I don't really want to go back. I want to stay. Mother, if you don't come with me, you're going to a nursing home. And you.
Why is she telling my mother she's going in a nursing home? That is a lie, manipulation. This is gaslighting people, lying to a little old lady, manipulating a little old lady. That is not true. Okay? It's not true.
No, the state is. Why? Because this is not a safe environment. Because somebody's going to report me. Is that what you're saying? But he's already been reported. He's already stolen your bank account. He went to...
I stole the bank account Cindy's the one that took the checkbook, the credit cards. I had to buy mom groceries for about 4 weeks. Okay. And there was an investigator in the bank when mom went there and said exactly this, Cindy, I don't want Cindy on my account. Mom told me if I didn't drive her to the bank, she was going to drive herself. So I drove her to the bank. I even told the teller, I said, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. But my mom has said this dozens of times. She wants Cindy off the account because she keeps logging on in the internet and doing things to her account. She took her wallets, credit card, everything out of her purse, and then tried to have me framed for stealing the purse. The whole thing was a setup and a lie. Why would I take what's in my mom's purse? I don't have it. I would never take it. Matter of fact, if I took it, why didn't I buy groceries for like 4 weeks? No. So about 4 months, I had to buy my mom's groceries. We go to Sam's about once a month. And Patty was with me one time when I bought like 100 and something. I gave mom some cash, and then I gave $50 on my credit card to buy her groceries. So I got proof that I was buying my mom groceries on my credit card at Sam's Club. So, and if I had her credit card and I stole all the stuff out of her bank account, out of her purse, then why didn't I buy the groceries? Doesn't even make sense, Cindy. You're a liar. You're the one. Listen, my sister Cindy made a payment. I tried to make a payment because she wasn't paying my mom's bills. And all of a sudden the satellite dish was turned off. So I called up and I said, do you have a credit card on file? They said, no. So mom calls Cindy and says, my satellite dish is not paid. Boom, it was paid immediately. So Cindy did have the credit card. Here's another thing. The gas man come here, Lecoq's Gas or whatever it is. They would not leave because Cindy had over $1,000 in gas bills that she owed them. Okay, because she ordered about $500 in gas because she keeps the goddamn house so hot, won't burn the fireplace. She's not efficient. And so anyway, the gas man wouldn't leave. So I had to sit in the front of the house. It's all on security film. Everything's documented. And Cindy wrote the check to the gas man. Okay, so she had the checkbook in her bedroom. And then she's saying Budgie stole it. This is a bullshit lie. Why would I steal my mom's checking account and her credit card when I am buying her groceries? It doesn't even fucking make sense. If I had the credit card, I would have bought my mom groceries. Okay, Cindy had access to mom's checkbook and credit card for about 3 years, probably about 8 years. She's been in that bank account online, not me. And if you do an investigation, Mr. Police Officer, you're going to see that. Cindy's the one, her IP, everything was logging into my mom's bank account. She had access to it. It's her handwriting on the checks, by the way. I've never written a check for my mother, ever. I do have my house for rent. That's my house. I built it with my money. So I do have a shared account with my mom that the lady pays $1,600 a month in rent. And for 2 years, my mom had access to my rent. And they were taking about $500-$600 a month in rent from my rental checks. So the rent was about $2,600 because both places were rented. And I was only getting $1,800-$1,900 deposited into the account. So you do the math. Where's the rest of the money? And my mom did loan me some money because she felt bad because my sister stole all my inheritance. But $500-$600 a month would pay back those loans easily. The truck was already paid for. I didn't even want the truck. They forced me to buy the truck because Cindy's husband serviced the truck and changed the oil and Ponchatoula of Danny's truck. And they had a tracking device on it. They already tampered with it. That's why they wanted me to get that truck.
The bank and told them I was stealing.
So she just said that Budgie went to the bank and told them that Cindy's stealing. No, mom went to the bank. Budgie just stood there. Okay, I can't talk to a teller about my mom's checking account. Okay, so.
The investigators are going to investigate that.
Good. And by the way, is it going to be a real investigator, the DA's office, or a fake one, or somebody on Cindy's team? Because these people have tried to entrap me for so long. It's unbelievable. So if you do a real investigation, you'll see Cindy's writing the checks. Cindy's logging into the account, period. I had no access to my mother's checking account ever in my life, ever. The only one I had was a shared account with my rental property. And for about 2.5 years, they were taking $500-600 a month out of that checking account. And I guess that was Cindy stealing my rent money because she stole $1,200 when she paid. Listen, if you're an investigator, look at the $1,200 that was taken from my rent. She only deposited like $400 into my account, and my shared account with my rental property. And then she put $1,200 in mom's account and paid the taxes on daddy's property where mom's living right now with my rent money. And then she got the tenant to say that I threatened him. So she has been meddling and tampering and entrapping and all kind of things. And now she's lying to my mother.
And when you called the bank, they had no recollection of it.
So she's trying to blame me for going to the bank saying Cindy's stealing. That's not true. It's mom is the one that said, hey, if you don't bring me to the bank, I'm going to drive myself. So I said, all right. I was actually trying to talk her out of it. She said, I want Cindy off my account. Okay. Because my mom was missing her credit cards and checkbook for like 4 or 5 months because Cindy took it. And Cindy was paying bills with it. So how can she not take it? And then she tried to have me arrested for stealing a purse. This whole thing is a setup and it's fake. It's a setup. And Cindy's lying her fucking ass off.
No, stay the night here. Okay. No, you cannot stay the night here. Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you for the last time, I've been through this for 24 to 48 hours with you, the same thing over and over. When daddy had to be taken out of his home, we had to put him in a nursing home.
Daddy didn't have to be taken out of his home. My sisters had a meeting without me and took Daddy out of his house because they didn't trust Nancy. They didn't trust Melanie. Okay. And then they tried to say I was stealing money from him, which is not true. Daddy was helping me build an apartment for him to live in. That's the truth. Okay. Dad wanted to live with me just like mom wanted to live with me. You know why? Because I am the best son. I'm the only one that would never, ever steal anything or harm my parents. I'm the only one. Now, Mr. Investigator, Mr. Police Investigator, go look at what Paulette stole from my father. Okay. Now, and then you try to accuse me of stealing. What a bunch of bullshit. Paulette stole about $800,000, $900,000 from my dad in his pension and Social Security. So how are you going to say I'm stealing money? My dad gave me $20,000 to help him build an apartment because he wanted to live there. He's the one that talked me into building the apartment. So you paint the picture whichever way you want, Mr. Investigator. The people that need to be arrested is Paulette, the ones that took the money out of the bank account, Patty and Cindy, and maybe I don't even think Susan had anything to do with it. But now Susan's getting involved in taking my mom out of the house. So saying that I'm poisoning her with rat poisoning, which is the biggest fucking lie I've ever heard of. Why would I ever do that to the mother that I love?
No, the state is. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to take every possession you have. Your house, your CDs, your car, including Buddy's house, including the Leroy property. And who's going to make them do that? That's what they do. That's protocol. They take the control of all of it. And who tells them that nobody here to take care of that? Because she told me, point blank, the lady from the state, we won't put her in a nursing home because you have power of attorney and Patty has power of attorney. So you have places for her to go. She can either live with you or she can live with Patty.
Oh, but what about living with me where she wants? What about living with me what she wants to be? Okay. The only reason that my mom's not living with me is because Cindy and them came up with a lie and said I'm poisoning her, I'm harming my mother, which she's been trying to do for a long time. She deliberately sabotaged the house, put a leak in the property at the exact same time she moved out. Okay, she's lying and saying that the air conditioner doesn't work when it does, and there's 2 ACs, even one in her bedroom. Then she's lying and saying I'm poisoning my mother. Then she's lying and saying I'm trying to harm myself and harm others, and I threatened her. Total lie. There's no proof whatsoever. Then she's lying saying I'm taking money out of mom's account. Total lie. I have no access to my mother's account. Cindy had internet access to that account for a long time. She had mom's checkbooks, credit cards. She's the one that took everything out of my mother's wallet. That's why I was driving mom to Sam's Club. And I told Patty that. Patty knows that. And if Patty doesn't defend me, she's a liar. Because I called Patty and said, listen, Cindy took this stuff out of her purse. I even told her that she tried to have the purse claim that I stole my mom's purse. Look, I can't write a check for Ethel Wuss, stupid people. I can't. I would never do that. I have never stolen anybody's checkbook. Okay, if Cindy was accessing that, she was probably trying to make it look like I was doing it. And if somebody's investigating this, they're going to find that Cindy's the one that had it, unless they're liars. They're fake investigators. And you can see that she's lying to my mother. Absolutely. Flat out lying.
I don't know. Because she can either live with you or she can live with Patty. And who reported you? Whoever reported you. I don't know. This is my home. Why would I want to get out of my home? Because you don't. Okay. If you had children. I don't have children. Okay, what if you did? And you were living in a house with no air conditioning and no running water. You don't think that somebody could report you? I got air conditioner in there. I know.
She does have air conditioner in there, and she does have running water. So listen to her saying it again. I'm going to rewind it.
Air conditioner in there. I got running water. You don't have running water, and you don't have air conditioner. I'll take you and show you. Okay, come on.
My mom is correct. There's air conditioning in the house and there's running water in the house. I'll take you in there and show you, she says. Cindy's a liar. Okay, I got her recorded lying so many times, it's unbelievable. The air conditioner, the central air worked, and the window unit worked. And there's running water. Matter of fact, she just got sent. I'm going to text Paula how to turn the water on. Okay, there's a slow leak, so we keep it off most of the time. It's no big deal. And mom has plenty enough money in the checking account to fix the plumbing, and Cindy won't do it. She's the one that has access to the checkbook. She won't fix my mom's plumbing. So, and I think Lisa and her son are in on it. He's saying, oh, I'm not going to fix it. So they're all just, remember, Lisa's the one that tried to get Danielle, my daughter, a forensic psychologist, to throw me in a mental institution back in 2011 when I had my job with Cox Enterprise, $175,000 a year. Actually, before 2011. So this is ridiculous. They've been trying to conspire together for a long time to do exactly what they did my dad and steal all of his assets.
Because she can either live with you or she can live with Patty. And who reported you? Whoever reported you. I don't know. This is my home. Why would I want to get out of my home? Because you don't. Okay. If you had children. I don't have children. Okay, what if you did? And you were living in a house with no air conditioning and no running water. You don't think that somebody could report you? I got air conditioner in there. I got running water. You don't have running water, and you don't have air conditioning. I'll take you and show you.
You don't have air conditioning, you don't have run. Yes, you do. She just got finished saying she's going to wash the dishes and turn the water on. Okay, and by the way, she would come over and crank the air conditioner down. She knows the air conditioner works, the central air works, and the window unit in the bedroom works. She's lying. This is kidnapping a little old lady, lying to her, manipulating her, claiming that her son's stealing her money, claiming that her son did this and that. I did none of these things. I should get an award for taking care of my mom. It cost about $1,600 a month just to take care of this yard, according to one of the Love or something like that maintenance. So nobody else has given me an estimate. But I mean, probably talking about $300 a week to take care of this yard. That's what they charge my dad. I think 300 a month, 400 a month, something like that. I mean, I've done it for free for like 13 years. Matter of fact, more than that. I've always cut my mom's grass, picked up the sticks, did all the landscaping, trimmed the trees. I never got a dime for it. And I paid for the gas of the lawnmower. I even paid for the maintenance of the lawnmower. That's one of the few things. Pressure washing the house, pressure washing the cottage. I just recently pressure washed the house, dug out the septic tanks. Cindy does nothing except put holes in the front yard and damage the park in the yard. I graded the driveway. I mean, she does nothing. Except use my mom's electricity, pay no rent, live for free. I don't know what, 30 something years she's lived for free off my mom. Unbelievable. And pay no rent, pay no utilities, and then bitch when she eats her food. My mom had to have food in her closet. Cindy's like rounding her up. Get in the house when she wants to take care of the dogs and the chickens.